Oh. All right. Time to get mad. Time to hop in and queue DPS. And then be annoyed that they don't all do exactly what I tell them to. Or what I don't even tell them to. Yep. Here we go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Where am I? Winery. Man, I want to use Shadow Fury. I think Soul Leech kind of sucks. At least right now. This is just a big heal. And the life drain one, I don't really know. That feels like it has such a niche use case. Because maybe if you play one of the other specs, because I don't even have life tab. Like, you don't have it, mana. As Destro, I think. Just my imp have. Nothing. I like that you get fell armor all the way over here now. Imp flee. Level 32. No, this is when you take damage. Level 36 is Havoc. And Havoc is also not very interesting. Because we can't really use it. Because the enemies are just gonna die anyway. Like, super fast. Ember Tap. Heals your health. Okay. Oh, nice. We'll finish the quest now. Oh, kind of loud? Not really. I mean, kind of, but not really.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
I think I almost finally understand how this works.
Do not relent!
You're just supposed to walk like all of you and just not walk into the fire. Oh, there's a boss. There's a boss.
something, lads? Release the hounds! Release the hounds!
Release! Release the hounds! Release!
Kill them all! Don't just sit there! Kill them! Ah, stupid animals! I'll put you down after I kill these weaklings. But I won't die! What? No. No! Stop! Obey your master! So many hounds! We can't hold them back! Our sacred brother.
Think that's the tank? Yeah, tank doing the big deeps. Yes, kill them! Kill them!
Haha! Another chance to test my might.
Why did he do that?
On your guard.
Is this a door you can open from the outside? I don't know if there's a lever. Classic. Who is it? Garbinzo. It's fucking gnome. Typical gnomes. This is why ninja pullers, or like people who's like hunters or whatever who run ahead and like pull everything for you, they actually always make the dungeon slower. Now we have to wait for reset. Because hunters who run ahead and pull, they like fuck up the flow as a tank.
Another chance.
They just make it slower, they make you have to like run back and regain aggro, pick things up in weird fucking ways. Hate them. I hate them because they make me slower when they think that they're faster. I think it's like almost equal between the imp, the fell hunter. Coward! Coward! Almost ninja pulled. I like this though. Being able to do more things than DPS. This AoE stun is exactly what I wanted. And it doesn't come, like, if you can do it as a warrior, like a DPS warrior, but if you do that, you lose out on key warrior DPS abilities. Here you don't lose out on anything.
Of the dragon! With fire, us gone hard.
I don't care. I can live without.
What would you ask of death?
There? Oh, we got a bunch of things this time. Strength, crit, amulet. Okay, sure, let's go with the strength. Subjugate demon. Don't really know where to put that because it's useless. One of those things that's like, oh, this is kind of cool, but also it sucks. This is like a solo thing, maybe. And even then, it's like, whatever. I don't know. Maybe you can use it for some stuff. But I don't know. I've never heard of Subjugate Demon being something people use in any meaningful way. Maybe you can steal some random demon in a raid or something. But I would assume they were immune to it most of the time. Again, that's what MMOs need. They need more... They need less tryhard and more RP shit. Even though those things will become tryhard, because that's just how tryharding works. I'm a tryhard. But it needs more stuff like that. More special class things. Random class features that don't even make you more or less powerful. Vanguard Saga of Heroes. I played that a while ago. The game is really bad. But it does some things like that, just minor things. There's a class called Psychic, and I always really enjoyed this. It's just such a minor thing, but I always enjoyed it. Like, a lot. I liked it a lot. There was a caster class called a Psychic. The special thing about the Psychic was that you had a unique global chat channel that only Psychics had, and nobody else had that. There was no global chat, as far as I remember. It was just local area, and then Psychics got a world chat. That was cool. I like that. Stuff like that is what MMOs need. No, I'm getting killed. Whoopsie.
My endless agony shall be yours as well. No rest for the angry dead. Seek out a vessel and return.
Oh shit, we got a mechanic that I haven't seen in like 100 years. I don't remember. Am I supposed to shoot his little thing? I think so.
Can this be the end at last?
Let's see if we ninja pull the entire map again. I think it might have been me last time, but there were 3 hunters in the group, so who the fuck knows? Bro. I think that's more likely what happened. That the tank jumped in and all the mobs ran at the edge. I feel like that's much more likely. Boom! That's not very good. Especially considering that he's gonna pull more. I've got another stun. Who's the tank anyway? I don't remember it being this impossible to tell who is playing which spec in Pandaria, but maybe it was. Maybe it was. Bro. 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 Can't just run away. What are you doing? Stamina spirit. Oh, look at that.
To think you've come so far, only to perish here.
Oh, I didn't even get it.
I'll honor you with clean deaths.
Yeah, I did win it. Nice.
My legend begins now! But my legend...
You shall pay for this treachery.
Oh, my pet is gone. When did that die?
Arise,
ow,
my champion.
Ow, ow, ow.
No grain.
When your wife lets out her ex's name when she dies. I did need it. Not a great cloak, but it's not a bad cloak. Almost all capes in vanilla are trash. So for a vanilla cloak, it's pretty good. Hold on. Work stuff. Level 31. What am I looking for? There. This is what I'm looking for. Actually, we should dismantle a bunch of things here. Oh, shift 1 is dismiss. Maybe shift Q or something. That's a little harder to accidentally press. Alright. Hold on. Chill. Relax.
Open for business.
I need to buy. No, she doesn't have any.
See you later.
Don't call on me, I'll call on you.
I need speed! I'm so slow! Warlocks are fucking slow! You know, the one thing that I actually like about Guild Wars 2, and still do, is that it tried to not do the holy triangle, holy triforce. Because I kind of prefer that. But it did make the game weird. But I don't think it's necessarily because of that. I think they just failed to solve the issue. But it does become a problem when it's like you just kind of take turns to dodge away from the boss. It becomes a little bit strange. Also, the dungeons were fucking awful. That doesn't help. Oh, there's another one who has Shadow Fury too. Oh, we can do another one. Double Shadow Fury. He saw me do it and now he's just copying me. It's terrible. But it is actually superior. We're in combat. Apparently we're still in combat. Banish. Banishes a demon, aberration, or elemental. Don't really know where to put that either. Okay, it's just me now. RFK. Well, hopefully we don't get Gnomegon again. I'm really done with the Gnomegon. That's a classic dog video. Alright, let's go. Oh. Oh, the other one. Oh, I think you get quests here. Unless I'm too low level. How much damage does this do? Almost 1,000. He got lost. Hello there. Assistance, please. Oh shit, what is that? Oh shit. I got the backdraft thing. Oh, I need to ninja more often so I can get instant incinerates. What the fuck? Come here. Why isn't anybody fucking killing them? Chain lightning is so cool. This is what I always say. Graphics matter more than gameplay. Chain lightning just looking cool is... It just makes you want to play the class. And then you play it and you literally just press chain lightning and that's all you do. I like that these the regular normal vile larvas give more XP than the elite slimes did. Okay, so I'm too low level to get this quest. It's Razor Lash, that's the last one. It's free XP! It's like 400 XP, just free, just sitting there. They're orange, so I'm missing like every other spell. That's a large reason why your damage goes down so much if you're lower level. You're just missing all the time. Int. I mean, honestly, these are worse.
You need something?
Good, good, good.
Safe travels.
Doing random dungeon is also good for... I think 7 crit is better than 5 int. I'm not sure. 7 int is better than 7 crit maybe. But yeah, it's just free enchanting progress. Oh, except I'm too low level to disenchant. That sucks. I should be able to catch up to it soon. The soul dust tier is gonna be hard, because I'm like past that already and I don't have enough soul dust.
Greetings. Go in peace. Winds be at your back. May the
We might get some when we replace gear. Because I think all of this is soul dust tier. Whoa! Shit! Not bad. Bro. Bro! It was literally on you. forgot. There's gonna be like a stampede or something, maybe. Or I don't know. Like, they rework these dungeons. Like, they reworked them for Cataclysm, and then I think they reworked them in Warlords too. And they polished them a bit. Oh. Oh, got shield slammed. Shield bashed, rather. Yeah. Some say he's still feared to this day. Oh, fear. No, I didn't get to fear him. Yeah, that's better. Fitting. His hat isn't, though. I think Kill Jaden might be the best for this last one. Just for casual dungeon running. Maybe. Your Dark Soul spells. I still don't know what that is. I'm gonna assume that's like Chaos Bolt or something. In that case, that one might be the best. Manroth. I'm gonna pick Manroth if I ever get to 90. But I do think it's probably ass. But it is double damage on your AoE as well. It's double damage and it becomes unusable because it becomes too big. Seed of Corruption, Hellfire, Immolation, Aura, and Rain of Fire. I only have Rain of Fire. Come on, man. I'm ninja pulling. No, he'd ninja pulled first. Good. There's a limit to everything. At some point, you gotta just learn that you can pull more than 2 monsters. Imp learned flee! My imp can teleport to me! Sweet! Escapes to the master. Does that mean I can just teleport him down a cliff? Or does he actually just have to run? Ah. Oh. I want to have numbers. I want to have cooldown numbers, but I think that's in bartender. Maybe it's per bar or something. Alright, we're pulling the danger bats. Don't bring them here. Do you actually go in and kill this? Yeah, you do. I just wasn't sure if that was still a thing. Maybe you still do that now in retail, but I'm not so sure. I don't really like rolling on knives and shit. Even if they give int. So you need to have an offhand, so then you need to find an offhand, and then to upgrade you need to find another offhand or whatever. Well, if you already have both, then it's okay, but... Just getting a two-hander. An easier replacement. I should need, though. Viable reason to ninja. Well.
Troublesome whelps! I'll teach you to interfere!
This is the first FF14 boss in the game. So I'm not sure they turned her into that yet. No, I think she's still a WoW boss.
You outsiders will pay for encroaching on our land!
Yep. She's still a WoW boss.
Power rules here! Our new allies will avenge us!
She gets like ground AoEs and shit. +5 health. Scolt? Okay. I don't know what that means. Sure, let's go Scolt. Oh, we're not Scolting. Nope. Healer left. Alright. See you guys. Not worth it. Too high? Yeah.
I supply only the finest goods. Have a good one.
Minor dodge. It's a little like, do I gamble it on that, or I think we'll do Bracer there.
How are you?
Strange dust. That was the all? Strange dust. I need glimmering shards to do that.
Safe travels.
But in that case, that one's okay, I
What are
suppose.
you looking for? See you around.
And we're out of wool. I'm not getting like any silk either. Guess I'm almost past. So I'm out of wool bolts. So I'm gonna have to get wool on like another character or something. Buy it. Continue.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Hello.
Like
See you around.
you.
Silk is 125. I'm at 121. We're really close though, but I'm just not getting any more wool. What you gonna do? I do have more. My monk. So we can just wait until then. This might be a wool dungeon. But I also think that there's very little wool here. This is a shit dungeon in general, like you don't get much. Please jump down. Oh fuck, I missed. Everybody missed, but we all survived. Why is this gray? Actually confused. Why does it have a gray health bar? Oh, it's a bug, I guess. Ninja, pull that. Oh, my DPS, damn! Because I'm the highest level here. You get a little bit of wool here, but only if you're lucky. Oh my god. Oh, just pull. Just go in and slam him. What are you doing? Yeah, I can do without the yellow robe. Hello, Reguline. I have. Panda Gaming is realizing I actually thought Cataclysm was the best expansion all along. And not Panda. They removed Rend. This was when they removed Rend from Warriors. How could they do that?
Warning! Warning! Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Intruder alert. Oh, come on, where is he? Oh, he's so... he's so slow. They're not even elites, bro. What did they steal from the Warlocks? I don't remember. I didn't really play Warlock much. I probably didn't play Warlock. No, I did play Warlock before that too. But I made one Warlock.
Electric justice!
And that was when you went... I don't know which expansion it was. When you were in like Zul'jin's camp or something at the end? I don't know if it was Zul'jin, but you were like in a camp. I wonder if that was Warlords. Because that wasn't... You weren't in Pandaria. You were in some fucking war camp. And that's where you grabbed all your dailies and shit. That expansion was when I played Warlock to max level once. And it was pretty much like it is now. Oh my god, what are they doing? Oh. But I am playing Destruction, so it's not like I had anything. Destro doesn't have life tap, but you don't need it, so who cares? I mean, honestly, The Demonology patch is, in my opinion, the best Warlock patch they ever made. When they turned it into fucking a real class instead of just Metamorphosis. There are so many people, so far there's so many who like don't even know where to go in Wailing Caverns that are playing. But it's also, it's not like that uncommon, but they needed to make an Illidan class, so they had to take it from the Warlock. Yeah, that's good, because it didn't ever make sense to be on the Warlock, in my opinion. It just felt like they forced it in there just because they wanted to have it, because it was in Warcraft 3. Wailing Caverns ain't that hard to get through. No, it's just that nobody... They all just go directly to the final area, or the final room, where you wait for 6 hours and fight the angry Murloc. They just go there and clear the way there, and then they stand there and they're like, "Oh, where do you go now?" It's not that bad. I've had a few bad dungeons, but it's mostly been okay. They're a bit newbie. Almost there. I don't know which dungeons are wonkier, TBC or Wrath. I honestly kind of like TBC dungeons. Like, not entirely, but mostly. Honestly, most TBC dungeons are like just corridors. I mean, so are Wrath dungeons, but Wrath dungeons are ass. They have too much stupid shit like waiting. Waiting is more egregious than anything else in dungeons. Like, I'd rather have a dungeon that's a fucking maze and eternally long than like stand and wait for 10 seconds for some wave to spawn. I don't have my pet out. Whatever.
My machines are the future! Don't destroy you explosions! I gotta have more explosions!
Million enemies are good, because you can just go in and you just pull them. And then you just run away from them and you kill all of them in one go. Unless they're ranged, but usually you can't pull like all of it. Oh, you can disenchant. cannot disenchant. And I barely got anything that dungeon. Didn't get like a single wool. If the range, you use corners to pull. Yeah. The only issue with that is you then have to continue like kiting them around the corner and like avoiding them like finished casts. Otherwise you die. It's a little harder, but yeah, it's doable. As long as they don't have like some mechanics where they just explode. They like doing that too in TBC. Are you serious? Is 1 wool cloth 3 gold? No. Yes. That's insane. Holy fuck. $3 gold for 1. This is why I unironically think MMOs should have seasons. And not just seasons like we have now. Seasons like wipe everybody's characters. Even if it's like once per year or something instead.
Help you find something?
I would play an MMO with seasons more. I've already done that. BDO had seasons, but the game is just so bad it doesn't really help.
Well met. Farewell.
Maybe we can sell some Tangy clam meat or something for 6 gold. $71 gold per Tangy clam meat. I'm gonna sell it for 60. Limiting shards are fucking trash, apparently. One moss agate. 25 gold. Lowest price. It's bought out instantly and reposted at 70. That's my hope. I hope somebody does that. Like, I don't really care about making an optimal profit. I want an instant profit. 150 gold for a fucking retarded level 20 leatherworking recipe. Oh, I didn't hand in the quests. No, I did. Why do I still have Crawl Guano? Did I have to teleport back to the beginning? Oh, whatever. I'm sure we'll get it again. And enchanting is now the cheapest thing you can do in the entire game, because everybody just takes it and disenchants everything. Strange dust. Yeah. It's just free. And by free, I mean 16 gold for 20. Oh, man. Well, maybe we'll sell something. I'm just camping this vendor to buy these.
Step on up.
There, thank you.
See you around.
Enchant two-handed weapon. Minor impact. Oh, yeah. I'm so sad about the state of MMOs, man. Why are the only MMOs coming out right now so ass? Have you seen them? Have you seen Monsters and Memories? That's an holy shit response for me. RuneScape unironically looks more appealing than that game. Very sad. Pantheon looks better, but it isn't any better. It's unfortunate. And it doesn't look much better, it still looks really bad. There are a few Korean sleeper games that are coming, but they are Korean, so I don't really have... I don't expect much.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Keep firing! Let none escape! Keep firing! Let none escape!
It's one game called... I don't know if Bellatorus is
Down.
Korean
Do
or not.
relent.
stupid water elemental has aggro. Or just press the taunt button. I need that. That's a need. I have looked at Monsters and Memories and it looks like a game that TV shows would use as a background. Yeah, kind of. It's like we made it, it's the same vibes as like homemade operating systems in TV shows. It's rough. And it's the kind of gameplay that I kind of understand why people want it, but I just can't do it. It's when, you know, all gameplay is forced group-based. The soloing is just terrible, you can't do it. And the group gameplay is you go to a random field that's designed for just group grinding. And then you fight like elite mobs. In one spot, like you're standing still and you have a dedicated puller who pulls the monsters to you instead of actually going around and playing the game. You're just standing there. Wait, uh-oh. Why are you so fucking slow, bro? Holy shit, what are you doing? And then you just stand there and you just press skills on like a random skeleton with 200,000 HP. And then they do that. Like there's a streamer I watch who plays almost exclusively Pantheon, Monsters and Memories, and Ultima Online. And that's what they do. They just and EverQuest. They just stand there in one corner for like 8 hours straight and just grind that one random mob there. It's just so bad. But we do have Ion 2 coming, but I don't have much hope for Ion 2, but you know, who knows? I'll try it. Chrono Odyssey had a playtest, and after the playtest, they put out a statement where they said, we're gonna rework the entire game because nobody liked it. Oh. Yeah. Who's Herod? This is Harlan. Herod is dead, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know if this guy does Whirlwind, like Herod did. I think he probably does, but you just kill him so fast, he doesn't really do anything. The only reason I picked Warlock was because I wanted to shoot fire spells and to have one AoE stun. It's like the only class that gets an AoE stun. That isn't a tank. You get the shoulder pad and the stupid looking helmet. What is this guy even playing? Is he a warrior? Yeah. Press Thunderclap. I don't know if he does that. Like, does he actually use Thunderclap?
Everything must burn. None shall know the
He does
skies
use
will
Thunderclap.
save
He used
you.
it 75 times.
Shall be charged to us.
I was playing Alliance and had to walk to SM every time. Yeah.
Breath of the dragon!
Breath of the dragon! He sounds like he has a speech impediment.
A fire. Us. Gone hard.
There's just something weird going on with his microphone. Twilight Ward absorbs shadow or holy damage. Damn. That is ass. Actually, maybe I'll put that there and put the heal here. Nobody bought my Tangy clams yet? Can't believe that these Tangy clams don't have higher,
Have a good one. Looking for something specific?
whatever word I'm trying to use.
See you later.
Enumerated hand wraps. What does that even mean? They're enumerated? Blocking some bots. And I can't believe that my headphones aren't working and bots actually get past Seribot. That's actually surprising.
Day to you. Safe travels.
Maybe it just needs to update. Oh, we got the staff. Oh, nice. We got the purple staff. It was much worse, but I needed the purple staff. Not that I'm gonna use it because it costs too much to transmog, or it's not worth it. Alright. Okay, fine. Who cares? I'm just gonna go transmog. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what? You made it up? Where are you making it up? Like, what are you running on? What are you running on? There we go. Blizzard devs hard at work. stress testing the bridges in Stormwind to make sure that they are just high enough so that you can't get back up on them.
Shall we get down to business?
There we go. How's the rep going? Stormwind. Exalted. Oh, time to take this off. But do I need to go and get another Tabar now? What Tabar should we get? Gnome Tabard? What are even Gilneas mounts? Do they have, like, dogs that they ride on?
Hello. See you around.
What can I do for you? Go with honor.
More dungeons. Leather, melted hypnotic blade. Level 45. Dark Bargain. Prevents all damage for 8 seconds. Your demon sacrifices 25 health for 400% shield. Oh, I like that one. If you have no demon, your health is sacrificed instead. Yeah, sure, that's okay. Again, I'm gonna use Grimoire of Sacrifice, but I feel like it is literally only worse than any of the other choices. I don't know if the demon becomes less of your DPS later, but right now it was actually just 10% that run? Okay. Because it's been like 20 to 25%. But you do get more stuff later, so maybe it falls off. This is actually decent. But getting more powerful demons that deal 20% more damage, I feel is probably just better. Grimoire of Sacrifice or of Service. This is a PvP one. Otherwise, this is not very good. Instant interrupt. It could be something you take just for fun if you're playing Demonology, just to have even more pets. I don't want my pet. Gnome. Gnome to Bard. It's purple. That's kind of evil. We can use that.
Would you like to purchase something? Alrighty then.
Where do we have an enchanter here?
What's on your mind? Safe travel.
Right here somewhere. Not this one. Hey, arcane.
You're a tall one.
Good, you also sell? Ooh, lesser intellect. Ooh.
Very well then.
That's expensive as hell. Inscription. Wait. Oh, yeah, no. No, I already have. I don't remember leveling inscription. It's so useless. It's like you save a little bit of money. I don't even remember if you got anything special for being inscription. Maybe you did, but I don't know what. Not the biggest DPS in this group. Aren't monks broken in mists? I don't know. I mean, that depends on which context we're talking about. I don't know if they dominated raids or something, but in dungeons, I feel like they're pretty balanced.
Seek out a vessel and return. Can this be?
The most broken I know monks to be is when you get to... Is it Legion that gives you artifact weapons the first time, or do you get that in Warlords too? I don't remember. I think it was in Legion. Then monks get a big nuke, like a turbo nuke. It's all it does. It's like this skill has a long ass cooldown, and it will instantly kill anyone you click on. And then you play on a PvP server, and you open world PvP with that weapon power, and you just insta kill everybody. How goes the wowing? It goes decently. Don't die, bro. I'm surprised he's managing to stay alive while meleeing, tanking these guys. Maybe he's high enough level that he actually has some defensives now. We only got to like level 20 or something. And at that level, you pretty much have to just kite everything. I am pressing Rain of Fire. Honestly, I legitimately don't even know how I would solve like the AoE issue in an MMO. Skill design is actually kind of complicated. Because it's like, just pressing Rain of Fire is so lame. But at the same time, overcomplicating AoE is also just kind of annoying. It does get better later, like you do get a few buttons, but not that many. I almost feel like AoEs are better off just being like cooldowns or something. And the rest of the game is mostly single target with some cleaves. Design encounters with mini-boss enemies instead of small groups. I think you need everything. It's honestly kind of important that dungeons and stuff make some sense. More than just being designed for like mechanically making sense. Because that's the issue with like modern WoW.
To think you've come so
And
far
FF14,
only
for
to
example.
perish here. I'll honor you with clean deaths.
It's very easy and very dangerous to streamline the RPG out of the RPG. But for example, Rain of Fire does become something that you don't need to channel later. So you can do other things, I assume, while it's up. Either that or you just smash it more. I don't know.
My legend begins now!
But if Rain of Fire was like a 3-second cast that just put up a big AoE that lasted for like 10 seconds in a spot or something, and then after that you just had to use your other buttons that aren't necessarily AoE, I think that would be better. Because then you have like this one big thing that you can place, and then you can play the game and like
This treachery.
try to get as many dots up as possible, or you know, something like that. Like here, just immolating everything. Guys, can we kill the fucking mobs before she sleeps us to death? Are you guys serious?
Arise, my champion.
I thought the balance for AoE spam was drawing too much aggro. Nah, that was just like a classic thing. And to be honest, in my opinion, most classic design choices are just accidents. More than anything else.
No grain.
The things did make some sense, but in classic, for sure. It's the fact that it wasn't just super easy to hold aggro. This staff is absolutely massive. I'm not gonna get it. Fuck you. Fuck you, Melky. You fucking suck, Melky. That was my staff. Alright. I just don't think that the whole
What's on your mind?
mashing one AoE button over and over is good design. I don't particularly like aggro either. It's too difficult. It's like an invisible mechanic. I'm not a huge fan of that. I almost prefer that tanks just hold aggro permanently like they do now. But that also makes tanking kind of not a real job. And it was more fun to tank when it was a real job. But I also think it's kind of a stupid mechanic. It's something that like everybody's just struggling with it constantly. We died because you didn't have Omen and you didn't pay attention to like how much aggro you have right now, you know. Like that whole thing is a game in and of itself, and if you enjoy that, you know, that's okay.
Like to purchase something?
But I think it's kind of dumb. I think it's a weird thing for the game to be about.
Be seeing you.
Disenchant? What can we disenchant? Nothing. I haven't even started using the materials that I'm getting now. Did I just get wool from disenchanting? I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think I did. I think we got wool from the dungeon.
Making a special purchase? Off and away.
Pleased to meet you. Right.
What brings
Hey.
you here?
So, I do think I really prefer Mage over Warlock. But Mage doesn't get an AoE stun in this game. Or in this expansion. I don't know if Blast Wave is ever a stun. Knockback. Reduce enemy movement speed. Change log. Days. Replaces Blast Wave. Replaces Frost Nova. Using movement speed. Movement speed. No, for some reason I thought it was a stun. But it isn't. It was never a stun. Not even once. Oh well. I got what I wanted. Two more levels to Havoc. 8 more levels to Chaos Bolt. I don't know what this means. It says your Dark Soul spells have 2 charges. What is a Dark Soul spell? Google. Wow, what is a Dark Soul spell? Misery, knowledge, instability. Dark Soul instability. What the fuck is this? This isn't in my bar or in my book. Critical chance by 30%. Dark Soul. Is this some kind of quest? Oh no, there it is! And I've been trying to see it for ages. There it is. It's just right there. Critical strike. Alright, it's a buff. It's a Final Fantasy buff. It's a pretty decent talent in that case. This is actually something I learned from FF14, because they did this after a while. They gave like every single cooldown in the game 2 charges. And what that does, like, it doesn't really necessarily give you more damage or more DPS. But the fact that you have another charge that you can charge up means that you don't lose DPS. Because if your buff comes up, you lose DPS every second that you don't click it immediately. So it kind of gives you leeway. Lets you save it for like a phase within 20 seconds. Bro, you're gonna pull the entire room if you do this. Alright, sure, whatever. Or did... Oh, or maybe not. Maybe this guy's pro. I can't really DPS here now, though. The difference between a good tank and a bad tank is like 4 times more XP. You can pull so many mobs if you want to in this game. You could pull the entire dungeon, and it's not even slower. Like, not really. It's almost faster. But it's really unintuitive, because when you think of a tank, you're like, yeah, I need to tank. I need to tank the enemy, and I need to stand there and do like aggro and shit and blah blah blah. Well, in reality, you're just gonna run around a little bit. The enemies can't hit you. I'm gonna enslave that guy. It's my poison sprite now. It replaces my demon? Really? Holy shit. It's so bad. You don't even get to have 2 demons. I bet it's worse too. The poison sprite. I wonder what happens if I leave the dungeon while I have this poison sprite enslaved. Is he gonna aggro everybody else? Quest. Mage Weave. Man, we're already past Silk. It's too fast. I can't level up my trade skills on this.
eh? See you soon.
Oh, 1 int and 7 haste. Oh shit, I can't disenchant. Give me
Hey,
1, 2.
you have a great day now.
I'm not a panda. No, this is my... I made 2 characters. This is my solo character. I'm a human warlock. And the other character I play when Ocab is around, but he's prepping for cram school because he's 10 years old. And that guy's a panda monk. I also made a warrior, a human warrior, that I play when I rage quit a dungeon and I get locked out of Dungeon Finder for 30 minutes. Are both Alliance? Yeah, they're both
How are
Alliance.
ya? Watch your back.
And we're just chilling in the
Pleased to meet you.
dwarf house now.
Very
Between
good.
dungeons. It's not worth doing. If you're doing dungeons, it's not worth doing anything in the game. You just stand and wait for the next dungeon. Upcoming MMOs 2025. Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars 2. I don't... Digital Extremes is making a new MMO that's Fantasy Warframe or something, I think. Called Soulframe. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of Warframe really. Not a fan of the company especially. Arcage Chronicles. They're releasing Arcage 2. Arcage 2. I've played Arcage 1. It was fun. At least for the first month or two until they turned the game into super pay to win and just destroyed the game and deleted it. I think they relaunched Arcage 3 times. But I don't know if they relaunched it, but I think they launched it 3 times. They launched it and it failed because they milked the shit out of it with pay to win transactions. Like, it was ridiculously pay to win. When I was playing it, there were people who were spending $2,000 a month at least in the top guilds just to upgrade their character and buy shit for their like castles and stuff so that they could win in guild PvP. And they did. The guild I was in had quite a lot of people actually. We were like 20 people going to PvP once. We had like 2 or 3 guys who were actually good geared, and we were on our guild boat going around doing some things, and then we got approached by another boat, and one guy from the guild that approached us jumped over and he killed our entire guild because he had that much pay to win power. And then, like I said, they re-released the game twice after that with like no more pay to win and full wipes. And every single time it was full pay to win, just like the first time. And everybody ate it every single time. And now Arcade 2 is coming out, and there's so many people every time who are like, "Oh, I'm so excited! I'm sure this time it won't be pay to win." It's gonna be so pay to win. It's gonna be so ridiculously pay to win. Oh boy. But Arcade was unironically pretty enjoyable because it was very similar to WoW in how it played, but it was sandbox game. You could like you could do quests, or you could like just grind if you wanted to, or you didn't even need to do that. You could just go and like drive a fucking car or a cart to just like transport things to make some money, which is super boring. I usually think those kind of mechanics are kind of stupid, but it's mostly like a guild thing. It's supposed to be a PvP thing, so you have to like defend your really long, slow driving, shitty transport cart that's transporting goods and stuff to your castle or to sell for gold. But actually driving it is like punishment. It's not fun at all. And you could create your own class. It wasn't really the case. In games where you can create your own class, it's never true. Like, not in practice. Bro is dying. But you could pick 3 classes and combine them. You could do quite a few things that were a bit unorthodox, but it was like some classes just needed like you need to have a way to like impale enemies, and there were like 2 other classes that could impale, you know, so you didn't really have any real choices for the most part. It was just like, okay, you want to play that, you have to pick these 2. So it was usually like one choice that you could add, like, do you want to have more defensive things, do you want to have more offensive things, whatever, that kind of stuff. And it was like, if you wanted to PvP, there was one called like Aura or something, where all of the PvP abilities were, you know, like getting out of snares or just removing stuns and that kind of stuff. So, and the game was 90% a PvP game, so everybody had to have that almost. But stuff like that's fun. Even if it's shit, it's like playing it as a solo player, having things like that makes the game a lot more fun. Because it means you can like personalize your experience a bit and mess around. That's why I like playing Tree of Savior, because you could do that there too, but there you couldn't mix and match archetypes. It was like, if you want to be a wizard, you can be 1 out of 10 wizards, and you can combine those 10 wizards. And it's just fun, to be honest. Like I think they're trying to revive Rift. I think Rift has something similar. I'm not sure if you mix and match in Rift, or if it's like you just had a bunch of different abilities and paths you could pick in this class. Rift Calculator, Soul Tree Calculator, Warrior. Yeah, you pick 3 classes in Rift 2, like this. Rift Blade, Reaver, and Void Knight. And then you make your own class, kind of. But it's got capstones, so you don't really get to choose that much. It's just you pick one class that you get the capstone in, and then you put the rest in the other. That's really how those work. Because the best ability is at the top, and if you don't go to the top, that means you're just shit. More or less. It's WoW is the same, or was the same, like up until now. In Mists of Pandaria, that's where they change it. Oh no, it's in Cataclysm they change it. Because in earlier you can mix and match however you want between the specs, but it was very rare. Or no, it wasn't that rare. In Classic, it was pretty common that you didn't go to like the bottom. I believe. But TBC and Wrath, they tried to change that to make sure that you wanted to go to the bottom. And then cross-class kind of stuff became less common. Which I thought was... It's a little sad. I do think it's kind of cooler when it's not just like... always take the capstone. In Classic you could almost play a holy priest. Like a holy DPS priest. By mixing Shadow and Discipline and a little bit of holy. It's pretty bad, I think, but... it was like a thing. I think stuff like that has value, even though it's kind of just bad. But like I always say, bad things have more value than people realize in games. Bad is what gives games soul. It needs to be bad to some degree. Which is really difficult for me because I usually don't like doing stuff like that. Something I worry a little bit about our game project. I have streamlined it a lot. At least my idea of it. We'll see. Like, I hate side quests, for example. I think side quests are stupid. I don't want side quests. It's like having a side quest in Lord of the Rings when you're reading it. It's just so annoying. Side quest in Dune, the book. That's what it's like to me. I hate side quests. But if you don't have that, you run the risk of the game feeling like it's just on rails. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like that feeling of having side quests, even if they're fucking garbage and they just make the game worse. It's like the fact that it's there makes the game feel like more than it actually is. Rift Calculator, Cleric. The fuck? Cleric. Or a Rune Shaper Cleric. Rune of Soul Binding. Deals 201,000 fire damage over 2 seconds, restoring 15% of the cleric's maximum health over the same duration. Grants a stack of Smiting Force, which increases the damage of Rune Smiting by 100%. Oracle. Mage. Chloromancer, Dominator, Elementalist. Frostkeeper. Pyromancer, Stormcaller. See, this is a little interesting. So they have an Elementalist. This is a summoner. The elementalist is a summoner. So they have a skill called element, or is it? Yeah, here are the skills you get. Lightning strike, summon earth elemental, legendary elemental forces, ignite, summon lesser, burning ground, AoE. So you can pick this, and you can have like summons, and you can have all the elements, or what are you? Or you can play Pyromancer plus Frostkeeper plus Stormcaller. And there you now have all 3 elements, but you pick them as classes. I really like this. This is why I like Tree of Savior partially. It's just that Rift is just super boring. Which is why they haven't actually shut it down, but it's real fucking close. I don't think it's shut down. Rift, no, Rift is, I think it's, yeah, it's still running. Legendary Fusillade. So how many points left do you have to spend once you've maxed out a tree? I don't even know why I'm looking at this game. I just like thinking about it. $41 points, 35 points remaining. So I guess it really depends, like, which skills do you want here? Bitter Gust, grip target party member to your location. Oh no, there. Frozen Ground. Allies gain 20% movement speed, while the enemies reduced. Infuse magic. Consume up to 10 charge per second to heal target ally. Oh, healing? Stormcaller has ice spells. What the fuck? Thundershock. Ride the wind. Wind chill. Knocks back up to 5 enemies. Increases air and water damage, done by 10%. Legendary Gathering Storm. Yeah, so you just have to decide like what you want. If we decide that, okay, we want Legendary Gathering Storm, now we have 11 points. You can get like that. But Frostkeeper here seems to be a healer. Partially. And multi-classing doesn't really seem that good. Also, you need to get 61 if you want to have the last skill point. So it might even not be worth it to do this. Yeah. This is why I don't really like this kind of, like... I like it better in Tree of Savior, where you just get a set amount of points to put within each class. And that's it. Like, they don't have to compete with each other. I think that's a lot better.
Daylight's burning. How are ya?
Because otherwise you don't really mix classes, you're just...
Keep your feet on the ground.
You got my attention. What can I get for you today?
Off and away.
You're just picking one class and then you pick some random supporting things. Like, do you want a little heal? Or there's some buff that gives you like 10% more damage. That's really what those kind of things boil down to. In Arcade, you combine things like this. Gunslinger, that's new. Battle Rage, that's melee. Defense. And then Auramancy. Yeah, you have to split the points here too. It works exactly the same actually. You pick skills. And you pick skills here. But here they have a little bit of synergy, like I like this. Like if you use this skill and then you use this skill, then this shield gets an additional effect. This is one of the things that were actually really, really good about Arcade, and I liked it a lot. Like, here you have a charge. It does more damage to snared enemies. And that means that you can use the charge both as a snare and as a nuke. So it has use in melee combat too. And then you had other things like I think within sorcery, that's where the water bubble is. I like that ability. I steal it. I've stolen it. And then there's a lightning strike. Water bubble or lightning strike has a combo thing that makes the water bubble, or yeah, lightning strike has a thing that makes it do more damage against targets that are affected by water bubble, or if it's like, I don't know if it's like a wet thing, like they're wet, but then water bubble applies that, or insulating lens, God's whip. Deals more damage to burning targets. Yeah, like those kind of things. I really, really like those. And I've taken quite a lot of inspiration from those for like guild design in general. Oh, look at that! There's a patrol! Wow! Where the fuck's the tank? Bro, jump down. And I can't even tell what he is. Dude, the UI in Mists of Pandaria is actually really bad. You can never tell what anyone is. You need to have add-ons just to tell what someone is playing. Like, this guy is just a corpse. Okay, what does that mean? What fucking corpse? What is he? Is he a monk? What? He was a monk. See the tank? Yeah, Fatso is the tank. Let's soul stone this guy. A lot of MMOs are all doing like weapon swapping now. It's something a lot of people don't like. I like weapon swapping, but I think it needs to be in a way that makes sense. Like you swap to a ranged weapon or something, you know. Like it needs to not be just for optimizing, because that's what it turns out to be in almost every game. It's like you need to swap to a weapon because you need to pop the big cooldown on it and then swap back to your melee. Like that kind of gameplay is awful. And even worse is Elder Scrolls gameplay, where you have to swap to your offset just so you can press 5 buffs and swap back to your main set. That's the absolute most like unacceptable variant. But I really dislike games that don't have weapon swapping at the same time. Like it was one of the things I was the most excited about in Path of Exile 2, though I think they've pretty much failed to implement it, really. Oops, I dismantled the dagger. Oh, uh-oh. But like being able to play a ranged character that isn't just a ranged character. Like I want to be able to be ranged and then swap to melee. Otherwise I don't want to be ranged. Or at least not a bow character. And Chrono Odyssey was doing that. They were like, yeah, we're gonna do weapon swapping, and it was exactly like that. You had to swap just to pop cooldowns. And it's not good. I think in games that have weapon swapping, it should pretty much exclusively be you don't ever want to weapon swap unless the situation calls for it. And then it should be like you weapon swap and all of your cooldowns are maxed out. It shouldn't be you swap because your cooldowns are off cooldown. It should be you swap because you have to, and then you have to take the DPS loss. To swap to the weapon. Like maybe there's a ranged phase and okay, you need to swap. That's how it should be in my opinion. And then maybe you can spec, like maybe you can spec for being more range focused, and then maybe you can make it so that you can disengage better and then swap to back to your bow with less penalties, making you better to like kite. Or maybe when you switch back, like one of your skills isn't on cooldown. I actually think Guild Wars 2 is a very good model for MMOs. It's just like you gotta figure out how to do what Guild Wars are doing without being awful. Like Guild Wars. If you can do that, I think you'll have a very successful game. I mean, Guild Wars 2 is successful. It's just not very successful. It's like borderline keeping the studio alive at life support successful. It's so successful, it basically killed their studio. As opposed to Guild Wars 1, that completely made their studio Guild Wars 1 was a massive success. They made so much money to the point where they could make Guild Wars 2 from being like nobody's. I don't even know what they made before Guild Wars 1. And then Guild Wars 2, while it is successful enough to be maintained, it is such a failure, really, that they can't even afford to make real expansions anymore. When you buy a new Guild Wars 2 expansion, you get one evening worth of content almost. It's so little. They're like... There's just a small set of quests. And the rest, like if you want to actually spend time, the rest is just clearing all the maps and getting like 100% map completion, and that's it. Otherwise, the story is one evening worth of content. And then you have to wait almost a year for it for them to finish the rest and release them.
Salutations.
In my opinion, being a Guild Wars 2 player is not in a very good spot right now.
You have a great day now.
But I like pretty much everything that it tries to do. I like the reduced amounts of skills. I like that you can swap weapons. I like that you can mix and match and make your own class. Though it's not quite true. Because they over nerfed everything. Like if you're playing an elementalist, you can only play fire. Because the other elements aren't real elements. They just kind of exist there to pad out the moveset and let you like do some things, like cause like explosions that give everybody bonus damage. But fire is the only DPS element in Guild Wars as an elementalist, which is... It's like what were you thinking? Even if you spec into like water or you try to just go full DPS, you still can't use water spells. They do literally like 1/10 of the damage as fire does. And even air is like a secondary DPS thing. The only thing it has going for it is that the basic air attack like bounces. So you can like AoE with it a little bit, but the fire AoE or the fire single target also has AoE. It's just it's in a little explosion. At least as a staff user. So it's like you can't really make your own character that much. You can to some extent, but at the end of the day you do like 1/3 as much damage as someone playing a real build. And that's too much. Like I don't mind when things aren't optimal. But there is a level of suboptimal that is so bad that it makes it fun, or it makes it unfun to play something suboptimal. It's like, okay, as long as you're just playing solo and you never play a good build, then it feels okay. But the second you like party up or you see what other people can do, like, because the game is like dynamic in grouping, so if you're doing something and somebody else joins while you're fighting that thing, he can just join you and help fight it. Like you're trying to do a hero challenge or something to get hero points, to buy abilities or something. He can just join you. And then he does 10 times more damage than you. And you're like, okay. My build is just dog shit. Like, I played a Necromancer when I played last. And there's an elite spec called Reaper. That the Necromancer has a form that you can turn into. It's like a mist form that makes you not take damage. And you get special abilities while you're in the form. The Reaper replaces that with a melee DPS version that just does like 3 times more damage. And on top of that, all of their abilities that they get, which is 4 abilities, by the way, or 5 total with the elite. They all just do more damage than any other Necromancer spec. So I was just lucky that I could just play a Reaper, and I played like I wanted to, kind of like a Death Knight or something, with a 2-handed sword. That I could just obliterate everything. But then I tried playing other characters. Like, I played a Guardian after that, because I liked Paladin archetypes. And I just played like Sword and Shield. And I just played a Guardian. The base Guardian without any of the elite specs. And it was so bad, man. Like, it just sucks ass. Because they put all of the power in the elite specs. And even then, it's like... Because before they released Heart of Thorns, which was the first expansion, nobody had any elite specs. There was just the specs in the game. You have like a talent system where you can pick 3 lines, like 3 talent lines, and there are 5 to choose from. And then you can choose like a path through that. There are 3 talents to pick from in the first tier, and you can only pick 1, and then you get like a guaranteed passive thing in the middle of that, and then you pick 1 out of 3, and then another passive, and then you pick one out of 3. So you get to pick 3 talents per line, and you get to pick 3 lines out of 5, right? And then they started releasing elite specs, and the elite specs changed the class. Like, every class has special buttons on F1 to 5 or whatever that do something. The Guardian has a bunch of, I don't know what they're called. They're called virtues, I think. One gives you every like 5 hits or something, it causes the enemy to start burning. The other one gives you regen every couple of seconds, and the last one gives you a guaranteed like block that just absorbs damage every, you know, like 30 seconds or something. Just passively. And if you use them, they give you like a bigger version of that temporarily. And it gives it to every party member nearby. But then you don't get the passive while they're on cooldown. And some of the talent lines they're like about specializing those things. Some are about like, you know, getting less cooldown on swords and those kind of things. And those become kind of mandatory if you're playing a sword or a shield or whatever. This 20% reduced cooldown is quite a lot. But I don't think they're necessarily like mandatory either. But then they really released the elite specs. And the elite specs, they change the way your F buttons work into doing something else. And for every single class, it makes it like 10 times more powerful. So if you don't use an elite spec, you're just bad. You're just worse. And they're never gonna rebalance it because they want people to feel forced to buy the expansions. Because the game isn't... you don't have a sub in it. Which I will always argue that not having a subscription for an MMO is a horrible thing. Because it's a game that needs to generate constant revenue to support like constant development, and the game needs constant development, otherwise it's gonna die. And you don't make enough money just from sales. Like, sales are probably just fine, to be honest. Like, you actually make decent money selling expansions and selling new games, because there are a lot more gamers now than when subscriptions started being a thing. But I'm just waiting for a dungeon, by the way. Kind of slow right now. But if they don't do subscriptions, they always end up with some fucking bullshit. In Guild Wars 2, every single cosmetic is locked in the cash shop. Every single good-looking item is in the cash shop. There are like a few legendary items that you can craft that people claim look good. I think they look retarded. Like, there's a two-handed sword. That looks like this. And it's got like a trail. But if you look at this hand, like, look at that hand holding this sword. The sword looks stupid on every single character that holds it, and it's wide. It just feels like you're holding a flaming paddle. I don't think this is a very good looking weapon. And this is like one of the best looking weapons you can get in the entire game. The entire game. They don't look very good. Like, look at how the swords are held. They have like a tiny baby hand, and the rest is this huge sword. And then at the same time, they're holding the sword at the back end of the hilt. That is, again, too big. This is a one-handed sword, by the way. Look how they're holding it. Like, it's so ugly. It's so dumb. And they all look horrendous. Like, there are a few that look good. Like, maybe this one, Bloodstone. Pretty sure this one is cash up only. But even then, look how they're holding it. Anthem Noble Blade. That's like an okay looking sword. Acquisition. Canthan Noble's Blade. Oh, you can actually maybe buy that? I'm not sure. I don't know what these crystals are. Blue Prophet. That might be like... That might almost be farmable. Not sure. Yeah, that's actually farmable. Mm-hmm. Oh. I think you have to buy in-game loot boxes for it, but that's okay.
Keep firing.
Could be worse.
Escape. Do not relent. Another down. Do not relent. Keep firing. Let none escape.
they randomly hand out like vouchers that give you random cash shop items. And I got one of the only good-looking two-handed swords that happened to be like plague themed. And I was planning on playing a necromancer with a two-handed sword, like a death knight kind of thing. So that's honestly like why I ended up spending so much time in the game, that I just accidentally managed to get a good-looking cash shop item.
The hounds! Attack! Kill them all! Attack! Kill them all!
And after that, I was saving for
Don't just
another two-handed sword
stupid animals! I'll put you down
skin that you can buy them. You can buy the cash shop items for just gold. But farming gold is so lame and unfun.
Obey your master!
It's just you're just grinding some event, and then eventually you just have enough money and then you just buy it. Like going to the grocery store to buy a cool sword.
So many hounds!
But I ended up not managing to collect enough money before I got bored and gave up. You think I can kill these guys on my own? Oh, they're at hero now. The other guy killed him. Level 36. He's just one level higher than me, and he's super OP.
Another chance to test my might.
Yeah, because he has... heirlooms out the ass. How dare he? Leveling enchanting is actually really easy, it's just a little annoying. All you have to do is just level up. And then you do it later. It's just the same as going around gathering like ore for blacksmithing or something. It's just that you just go into dungeons and solo them instead. It's just annoying. Sorry bro, my stun is not online right now. I think we're probably good. You usually get to a certain point where tanks go from being like super squishy to being ultra tanky. And nowadays it's just that you don't get the defensive cooldowns until you're like level 40. Takes forever. Having them makes a huge difference. So does having just more gear. Wrath of the Dragon!
Us gone hard.
Now, if I get that... Oh no, I didn't win the offhand. Never mind. Actually, pretty much just worse. Maybe we'll get an intelligence necklace soon. Nope, still just strength. And now we have a hypnotic blade. We can save the hypnotic blade a little bit. All right. Now we have to wait for next. The next dungeon. See how long that takes. Look at this. Look at that. Jesus Christ. And the other legendaries. Ridiculous. There's like one good sword you can get. Divine Radiance. Acquisition. Divine Radiance Sword Skin. Guess what? Cash shop. Dragon's Fang. This one you can get. But it looks like shit. Dragon's Fang. This is part of the process to get the... Oh wait, I think they're like all the way up here. Yeah, or Aureen's Fang. This, the Aureen item set, it looks like shit. There's not a single weapon in the Aureen set that looks decent. They all look like shit. They all just look like this. And it doesn't fit any other armor in the entire game. Like, it doesn't fit any character. It's just like a glowing stick every single time. It's just unfortunate.
Dripping and pouring and clotting.
What's going on? Who said that? Why did he say that? Well, the ghosts are free, just pull them. It's not even hard, man.
No rest for the angry dead.
returns. The end at last.
Who's the tank? I don't know. I can't tell who the tank is. Like I want to apply Soulstone, but I can't tell who the tank is half the time. It's this guy, Flanter. Soulstone Flanter.
I will break you!
Dead. Use the Soulstone! I think I gave him a Soulstone, bro. I feel like in dungeons it's usually better to give the tank a Soulstone. So then when he inevitably overpulls, he can just use it and then
To think you've come so far,
Re-
only
try
to
again.
perish here. I'll honor you with clean deaths.
he doesn't know how to tank as a monk. I think he's too low level. He's only level 30. He might not have enough defensives to actually just tank them. Well, we're doing okay. But I think he would have died if I didn't Shadow Fury. See, he was at like 40%.
My legend begins now!
legend.
My legend.
You shall pay for this treachery.
Arise, my champion.
Grain.
Level 36. We got something new, I think. Oh, this is big. Hit trinket. This is your agility. Yeah, fuck you. I need that too. We got the hat. The hat is good. Looks really stupid though. Goodbye. Good luck. It's a little upsetting that this enchanting doesn't give you skill. That would have been too easy, I guess. I think it would have been really easy.
Hey,
Oh, it's a big hole.
you have a great
Strange
day
dust.
now.
106 enchanting. Ouch.
Great to meet you.
Can I help you? Off and away.
Ah. That's a new one. But I barely have any of those either. I do have greater astral essences, but I'd need strange dust for this one anyway. I don't think this is a good alternative here. Alright, well, it's been a long workday and I'm tired. So I think we'll call it at that. Just a little bit of WoW.
Salutations.
I'm listening.
We're a little less than halfway.
Would you like to purchase something?
It's honestly not that much effort to level up at this point, so we'll see.
Be seeing you.
I'll level a character until I get too bored to keep going, and then we'll go back to like magic or something. Either way, until next time, thanks for hanging. Have a good night. Bye bye.